They said I violated code. I can barely hear the phone ring.
They fined you $1,200 for this?
I carried heavier things than trash, just not anymore.
The dumpster contract ended. That's not on you.
Doesn't matter whose fault it is, it's still my name on the door.
Then we fix it.
Not because you failed, but because you served.
He stopped expecting anyone to knock on his door the year the city took the dumpster away and never brought it back. At 94 years old, Clarence Harper still wakes before sunrise out of habit from his army days. His body stiff but disciplined, his knee brace strapped tight before his feet touch the floor. The house in Amarillo, Texas once echoed with the noise of grandchildren and Sunday football. But now it sits quiet, except for the hum of an old fan and the faint whistle of West Texas wind through loose siding. Clarence served his country when he was barely older than a teenager, learned to move through fear without showing it, learned to carry weight without complaining. Now he moves slowly from room to room with an old cane in one hand and hearing aids that only catch half of what the world says. When the neighborhood dumpster was removed during a contract dispute, trash collection became irregular, then non-existent, and bags began to pile near the side of his brick house. He meant to haul them himself, but his knees swelled after only a few steps, and the Amarillo heat made his chest tighten. He told himself he would handle it tomorrow. Tomorrow kept moving. Soon complaints were filed. A bright notice was taped to his door, warning that debris and waste violated city code, and that failure to comply would result in a $1,200 fine. For a man who once stood at attention under a different flag, that paper felt heavier than any rucksack he carried overseas. Neighbors slowed when they passed, some shaking their heads. They're staring at the growing pile as if it were proof that no one decent lived there anymore. No one asked if the veteran inside needed help. No one asked if he could even hear them knocking. When I pulled up and saw the bags stacked against the fence and the weeds creeping toward the porch, I assumed the place had been abandoned. As I began clearing the side yard, he stepped out slowly from the doorway, black t-shirt hanging loose on his frame, one hand gripping his cane, the other adjusting a hearing aid that never quite fit right. He did not complain about the fine. He did not mention his service unless asked. He only said he thought he could handle it on his own. As the trash was hauled away and the yard opened back up to the sun, the house looked less forgotten, and so did he. Sometimes the strongest men suffer in silence because that is how they were trained. God sees the burdens carried by those who once carried us. If you believe no veteran should feel forgotten in their final years, share and comment and tell me, do you think we have done enough for the ones who served us?